Right, we're here with another one, and you will not believe what I have found today. I swear you cannot make this stuff up, man. Cannot make this stuff up. So, we got a story coming out of Disneyland here where families are just so pissed off right now with Disney about the matter of fact, look, let me not even explain it. I'm just, I'm just so ready to get y'all into the story. Just take a look. Take a look at this. This stuff is this stuff is folklore, I swear to you. Families continue to fume as dress-wearing dudes at Disney World and Disneyland do little girls' hair and makeup. Are you kidding me? Like what? Like Disney? You know, yeah, so let's go ahead. We're going to read this. We're not going to do as much reading as we did in our last video, but we're going to read this here. We live in an interesting time. It took me quite a few attempts at figuring out how to say what is clearly something worth being said in the title of this article, but saying it in a way that is allowable by today's gatekeepers. That's, oh my God, that is definitely true. Nevertheless, whether or not it is easy to articulate what is going on at Disney and Walt Disney World, we have to tell the truth. The best way I know to do that is by showcasing someone who, again, looks like a male presenting individuals with a traditionally male name dressed in the way one might expect a female according to the standards of the past century. And they're doing hair and makeup for little girls, which is beyond me, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so yeah, that's the weirdo here doing little girl's hair. Like, are you serious, bro? Are you serious, bro? Look at this dude. Come on, man. All right, so this is not the first time that this sort of thing has made headlines. Disney has previously been criticized for this sort of hiring practice, and we have to admit that a not insignificant number of families and belief systems are likely offended by biological men in dresses doing little girls' hair and makeup. Definitely. I mean, I'm offended. I mean, I'm offended, literally. Like, come on, like, are you serious, bro? So that's especially true when the cost is high. Plus, there seems to be no way to know if this will happen to any given family. One might easily imagine that some Christian families, some Muslim families, some Jewish families, and many families of conservative and or mainstream worldviews would find this objectionable. Definitely agree. Let's go ahead and watch this little clip here.
So my name's Nick. I want to carry on Melissa's apprentices. I'm here to shop you around and make all your selections for the day.
Are you serious?
So my name's Nick. I want to carry on Melissa's apprentices. I'm here to shop you around and make all your selections for the day.
Like, really, Disney? Really? Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's watch this little passage here.
Investors into the Disney stock are worried about Disney parks after D23. That worry seems to be parked indefinitely, for investors have seen nothing to convince them that Disney is going to fix anything. In fact, the announcements at D23 about supposed upgrades only strike fear in guests, investors, shareholders, and more. Today, we'll tell you just how historically empty Disney World might be and why we think this company is completely divorced from reality.
definitely have to agree with that. Like, there's no way. There is no way that y'all have this grown man in here doing little girl's hair in a dress. Like, oh my God, bro. Like, please just take me back to 2005. Just get me out of here and just get me back.
Hello, folks, and happy day to you. We hope you're making the world a better place wherever you are. And we're happy to add a little value to your day by explaining what is going on with the Disney stock and with the Disney parks, because they are definitely intertwined. Disney in the midst of a ton of drama. That's no surprise as of late. The people who run Disney seem to be, hell-bent on keeping the company in as much drama as possible. Doesn't seem to result in any good for the shareholders, the stockholders, but you know what? This is a company that's acting in a bizarre manner. Now,
You go woke, you go broke. So we might end up seeing Disney go out of business very soon if they keep this up. Like, it's not beyond anyone to go out of business when you're doing things like this. Like, who's gonna really just, it's maybe like a select few of people who would enjoy something like this. Like, I mean, I can't even stand to look at it. I am so glad that they covered up the little innocent kids' faces right here. Like, I appreciate that, whoever wrote this article. Let me see, what is his name here? Where is this guy's name? Let me see if I can find his name on here. I very do apologize. I do not see your name on here, and I do want to give you a shout out. Because you wrote a great article on this, man, and this should be like going viral right now. Like, everybody should be talking about how this is just disgusting. It's despicable. This is like an abomination. Like, come on, Disney. Like, you have a grown man in a dress doing little girl's hair. Like, it doesn't get more despicable than that.
Marvin, you are joining us today, and I just want to say, Marvin, as we get started, that folks sometimes claim that this channel is too negative about Disney. That's one of the complaints we'll get, and by the way, that's no big deal to us, because although we listen to complaints, this channel has risen exponentially, over the past year and a half that it's existed, and so we take that as a barometer that says, well, things are going, we're telling the truth, and people are enjoying that, and so we'll keep doing it. But Marvin, I would just suggest this, and I tweeted this out earlier, as we look at the Disney stock here for the past, I think we've got it set to 1 month there. This stock, this company, the company value overall for Disney has dropped something like 60% in the last 3 years. And I would just say, Marvin, that if people out there are getting their Disney news from places that just talk positively about the company, if a company drops 60% of its value in 3 years, and all you hear is positive, you're being misled.
Facts. That's facts. They dropped 60% in the last 3 years, and then you're just hearing positive things like they're just doing oh so great. Numbers don't lie. Numbers do not lie. So, let's keep going.
Am I wrong about that, Marvin? I mean, I just think that this is the natural consequence. The way we report the news about this company is the natural consequence of a 60% decline.
I think the way that you always put it, that I very much appreciate and like, is that we call balls and strikes, and that is that we will praise things when it's good. We will be honest when things are bad. If you are just talking about the good and ignoring this catastrophic fall, then you are essentially the dog sitting in the flaming bar, going, "This is fine."
Yeah, we've all seen that meme. I mean, this is the 6 month. It's just a steady, nonstop decline. But Marvin, the reason that I pull up the 1 month, the reason I pull up the 1 month is because this was the shareholder meeting. This was D23. This is the result. You should have seen the stock go up. The earnings report and D23 are designed to give you the most glowing report possible about the company. And clearly, investors are worried about the parks. This is a theme park company. And we're going to get into this in just a moment. We're going to show you how bad this is. But, this is a theme park company. And Disney just made a ton of theme park announcements. Many of them received extraordinarily poorly in ways that I have no idea why they would have ever thought this is a good idea. They clearly are out of touch with reality and out of their customers. But Marvin, I'm amazed that we're on the backside of D23 and the earnings report, and it's getting worse. not better. What do you make of it?
I really thought that they were going to see a small bump after they made all the announcements, because on the face of it, announcing, Monsters Inc. roller coaster, Villains Land, Cars, like all of that sounds good on paper. It's when you look at it a little bit closer that you start to see like that it's actually like, oh no, this is going to destroy Walt Disney World. I thought that.
Say it again, Marvin, because that's how we feel. Say it again.
It's going to destroy Walt Disney World.
Why,
it's not gonna
Marvin? Why would they do
unrecognizable.
upgrades? Why would you do upgrades that your fans look at the upgrades and say, you're going to destroy your parks? And the parks, Disney World specifically, is like, it is the lifeblood of this company. It is 1/3 of all their profits. This is a huge company. This is a company that owns stock.
Yeah, that is true. They are a huge company, I'm not sure how they're doing in their like in their Disney network, like for TV, because not many people watch TV now. But maybe I think Disney Plus is doing very well. Not as well as something like, let's say, Netflix or Prime Plus. I think they're being beat in that section. But the parks is one of their biggest bread and butters out of their entire company. So like taking care of your park, making sure people have a very good experience that caters to the whole theme parks, like just the whole feel of the theme parks should just go and complement each other very well. And like things like this, walking into a theme park and then you got weirdos like this in the park, like doing hair and in a dress and little kids' hairs and things. Like, this is cool, this is okay, this is not okay. You're gonna turn away like 90% of your audience, of your patrons, for like maybe 2% of the population. Like, come on, man, come on. We gotta do better, Disney. We gotta do better. Let's look at a little bit more of this and see where these guys go with this.
Star Wars and Marvel and Pixar, and yet Disney World is so huge that it's 1/3 of all their success they could possibly have. And after their announcements, Marvin, and you're exactly right, people are looking at it and saying, you're going to destroy it. Why would they do this?
One of the main things that they always talk about and they hop about are the memories that you make as part of your family. Well, why would you then bulldoze most of the iconic visions that people have those memories of? Isn't the point of going back to the parks to experience those memories again, to look at something and be like, oh, I remember when I was there with my grandfather who's no longer with us, or like you're taking memories away from people. And Walt touted the blessing of size for the Florida project. He said this space has enough land to hold all the dreams and all the plans we could ever possibly conceive. But apparently that's not the case, because all they do is they just redevelop the same footprint over and over and over again and leave 60% of this property completely undeveloped.
They have so much land that they can develop all around. And we've done the videos. We're not going to keep doing this over and over. I don't know, maybe we'll have to, but they don't have a need to destroy these things. People are like, well, you don't go to Tom Sawyer Island anyway. You don't even use Muppet Vision. It's like, no, these don't cost anything to just keep them there. The maintenance costs are tiny. There's literally no good from destroying them. You have so much expansion land. It's incredible. Let me show you this, though, Marvin, because we could go on and on. I want people to see this from the pragmatic standpoint, where this company is. Marvin, we are in August, okay? Now, this is a chart that shows all the months of the year and the wait times at Disney World. We've shown this chart many times on the channel, but some of you are new and just checking this out, and we're happy, by the way, to have you. Hope you click the like button. This chart, every single bar you see is a different month. So you can see here that we're highlighting over June of 2023, July of 2023, Now, keep those in your memory, Marvin, okay? See these two? Because summers are typically really big months for Disney, and you can see that they were big, right? Because you've got May, when people are graduating and going to prom, so can't do Disney then, and you get the pop because this is vacation central, and then it drops again in August, right? And it drops to the lowest levels in September.
Looks
and
like
that
seasonal.
you can go back historically, and that's what happens. Everybody knows this. You don't have to know a thing about Disney to know people go in the summer. Okay? It's very easy. All right, look at this. This year, this is what's killing the stock. June was down majorly, okay? And the wait times are very well correlated to the crowd levels.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, it looks like they're not going to get into the situation of they might get into it later, but we don't have time. We are freshly out of time right now. We'll just have to pick up on this story. There might be a part 2 come out where we'll go ahead and finish this video and just go through and read some of these comments in here and see what's really going on at Disney. Why are we starting to see things like this pop out, and and will they ever go away? Will they? So that is the end. I'm sorry for the long pause, because I just, before I end the video, I just want to see if there's anything else that I want to cover, because after this video ends, the topic is closed until we come up with the next video for part 2 on this. And I believe that will be all for now, guys. So I'll see you in the next one.